Nicole.
Yeah.
I gotta tell this in Portuguese, tipo, a tia Daniela tá aqui junto com a Joana, então eu vou passar a maior parte do tempo mutado, porque as meninas estão gritando, jogando Roblox, e aqui fora a galera tá conversando.
Okay, no problem.
E, então, quando, tipo, se eu for... Thank you.
Okay, no problem. All right. So on page 78, let's just check here. I don't even know if you did it, but this is the correction. So work with a partner and identify the focus words in this conversation. Remember, if the sentence has no second messages, mark the last content word. If the sentence has an intentional message, compare, contrast, clarify, etc., mark that word, the word that shows that intention. So this would be, I think we can make it in the first year of operation in our if our companies invest an initial $500,000. I believe this is a little too steep for us. This kind of venture demands a very careful viability analysis. May I ask what the real issue is? I mean, is it the level of investment or the degree of risk? Could you clarify this point for us? I'd say it's both, actually, but what I'm more concerned about is the amount of money involved. Do you have any ideas you'd like to put forward? Yeah, I think we can try to find a more reasonable investment equation. So just pretty much just as an illustration of how you can focus on any word that you want, as long as that word is the emphasis of the conversation. That word is the focus of the conversation. So today we start 79, building blocks, the big prefixes review. So we're going to review some prefixes here. Combine the words and prefixes given and form new words to complete these sentences. So we have here on number 1, 2 sentences. We have the prefixes here and this. Hello, Thiago. Oh, wow. Firework. Thiago, we are on page 79. So here and this and the words continue and relevant. You have to complete with the correct word using the correct prefix. Example, I suggest we discontinue this whole line of products. To discontinue something is to stop making. So when, for example, I don't know, Apple decided to stop making the iPhone 1. They discontinued the iPhone 1. You can't buy it anymore because it was discontinued. And the second one, they are irrelevant to our target consumer. Irrelevant. So number 1, as an example, is completed for you. Please complete the other sentences and let me know when you finish so we can correct. Words and correct forms of the prefixes with the words. Hello, Maria.
Hi.
We are on page 79, activity number 1. Okay. You guys done? Yeah, okay, let's check. So number 2, our manufacturer process is very, we need to blah, 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 and blah, 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 the factory. So we have re and in, equip, structure, and efficient. Our manufacture process is very inefficient. That's inefficient.
Inefficient.
Inefficient. We need to re-equip or restructure. The order here doesn't matter. Let's use restructure first. So restructure and re-equip.
Re-equip.
Now I'm not sure how to spell it. Let me check here. How can I spell this? Let's see here. Ah, we need a little hyphen. So restructure and re-equip the factory. Number 3, I'll do anything to get my business back on track, but I won't resort to illegal or unethical methods. Number 4, if we cooperate, we might be able to outperform all our competitors. Number 5, we will be in disadvantage compared to the competition as long as we remain underfunded. Number 6, it's impossible to give you an accurate preview of the final product because we're still in the development stages. However, I foresee great success once we launch. Number 7, you're pushing the team too hard. Remember, they're all overworked and underpaid. Number 8, scientists have been trying to figure out how subatomic particles interact. This could open up fascinating new business opportunities. Okay for everybody? Do you have any questions? No? Okay. So now to check on what exactly the prefixes, how exactly the prefixes work, what exactly they mean, you're going to check again their relationship with the words, and you're going to check what each of them means. So we have re, over, miss, out, co, for, or pre, they're together. Inter, sub, in, im, il, ir, a, on, this. And number 10, under. And we have the meanings here on the right. I'll give you some minutes and you try to match the correct prefix with the correct meaning. And then we can check. Let me know when you finish so we can check. I'll give you 5 minutes to try and match the 2 columns. A little bit over 5 minutes. I'll wait for you guys.
Nicole, where's the scenario?
What is what?
The scenario.
I took it out. My head was too round. I didn't like it.
Oh no.
I'll go natural for now.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
done.
Okay, time is up and you're done, so that's great. So let's check.
Exactly the moment.
Yeah. This is the order: 3, 6, 2, 9, 1, 8, 10, 5, 4, 7. Check, please. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, great.
Okay. Next page, we're going to do a little practicing. There is a text called boosting business with the 4 C's. And we have words here next to the places in the text that are in blank. You're going to use the word given on the right to form the word that fits the gap on the same line. So the word here is not how you're going to use it. You need to make the word. You need to create the word. Let's say like that. I'll do number 1 as an example. Generating new business is simple. The problem is most people what the priorities are. In this case, we're going to complete with misunderstand. The problem is most people misunderstand what the priorities are. They start by selling. So now you're going to read the text about how to boost business, and you're going to try to complete the text with the correct form of the words that are here next to the text. I will, for this activity, I'll give you more time because it's a little bit longer, but let me know when you finish if I haven't started correcting yet.
Deixa eu ver se ele foi errado. Até os 20 deste ano, eles ficaram em locais com estrutura considerada inadequada.
So, are you done? Do you need more time?
Just a little more time for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. I didn't realize. Okay, so now we can read the text together and check the answers. I'll start because we already did number 1. So this is misunderstand. Generating new business is simple. The problem is most people misunderstand what the priorities are. They start by selling, but you can't sell something people don't know they want yet. You have to create desire around your brand first. The most successful brands in the world are not selling products, they are selling lifestyle. The launch of every new iPhone is a classic example. For a layman, the new phone is nearly from the last one. So what is the word here?
Undistinct?
Almost. Indistinguishable.
Indistinguishable.
Yes. This one is a little tricky because it's not exactly just prefixes and suffixes. We have to do some alterations in the word, but this is still a word that is a variant of distinct, so it works. So for a layman, the new phone is nearly indistinguishable from the last one, but everyone believes that it will have a huge effect on their lives, and so they buy it. Any questions so far? No? Okay. Can you read the second paragraph, please, Maria?
Developing a communications campaign to drive your business is relatively simple as long as you plan. There are 4 C's to remember when planning a campaign, which will give you great.
Okay. So what do you guys think is number 3? As long as you plan.
Re-effect?
Effectively.
Yeah, that's the, oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, effectively.
So now I got how it works.
There are 4 C's to remember, blah, 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 which will give you a great foundation. Which will give you a great foundation. So number 3 is effectively, and number 4 is foundation. Can you read the next paragraph, please, Thiago?
Customer, probably the most important thing to consider. Don't try to be something to everyone, or you run the risk of not reaching anyone. Find your niche. What do they read? Where do they, and what brands do they consume? Build on your success with one demography at a time.
Yes. So number 5 is going to be socialize.
Socialize.
Yeah. So find your niche. What do they read? Where do they socialize? And what brands do they consume? Number 5 is socialize. Can you read the next paragraph, please, Lucas?
Sure.
You are muted. If you are reading, we can't hear you.
Oh my. Sorry. Channel. Okay. Once you know who you are talking to, you can decide where to talk to them. Keep the communication channel to minimum so you can make the biggest impact. YouTube, for instance, offers the large potential audience and allows you to with your customers.
Yeah, so here we have this very small word act, but we are going to form interact.
Interact.
Yeah,
Yay!
Very good. So YouTube, for instance, offers a large potential audience and allows you to interact with your customers. Let me see, we still have 3 more. Oh, we have 3 more. Yeah, we have enough for everyone to speak now. Content, Maria Eduarda.
In this day and age, content is king. People love to have things which they can share and they can pass on. Always ask yourself, will this add value to someone? Are you educating consumers and giving them information which they didn't possess? Also, make sure your content is relevant to the channel you're targeting. Think about what consumers are talking about at a particular moment. People don't want to hear about Halloween in March.
Okay, so here we will complete with people love to have things which they can share and knowledge they can pass on. And are you educating consumers and giving them information which they didn't previously possess? Change, please, Thiago.
The great thing about Being part
Wait,
of
what?
the digital era
What? Continue,
change.
Tiago.
The great thing about being part of digital era is that we can get instant results and statistics, ask questions on social media and never the importance of listening. Do people like what you're putting out there? Are you annoying people by your product plans can change month on month, year on year. Remember, no one plan or strategy will serve the entire life of your brand.
Perfect. So number 9 is ask questions on social media and never underestimate the importance of listening. Do people like what you're putting out there? Are you annoying people by overexposing your product? Overexposing your product. Plans can change month to month, blah, blah, blah. So number 9 is underestimate, and number 10 is overexposing. Can you read the last paragraph, please, Lucas?
Sure. So once we start using your communication to generate new business, you will be amazed at how the cost of acquiring a new customers drops. The more effort you put in, the more rewinds you will reap.
Reap, yeah. Okay. Let me see here. We can do the last activity to finish things up. On page 81, we have 2 pictures. So you are going to, let me see, on this page, let's go with Maria. You're going to describe the 2 pictures on page 81 and answer the question. How do you think these people feel about their working environment? Okay, so Maria, please describe the first picture.
They are possibly friends that work together and they like what they're doing. They're not like overworked. They are talking and planning something.
Okay, and the second picture?
In the second, they are very overworked and sad because they have a lot of things to do and possibly the work requires a lot of energy from them.
Okay. How do you think these people feel about their working environment?
The first, they are happy, they like what they do, and the second, they should possibly think about doing something else for work.
Okay, very good. On the next, we have another 2 pictures and a question. For this one, let's do like this. Thiago can describe the pictures and Lucas is going to answer the question. So Thiago, describe the first picture for me, please.
The first picture is a woman probably think about something related on your job alone. And the second, it's a group of people thinking about a project to, I think, to make a money.
Okay, very good. And Lucas, how do these creative process differ from each other? So in the first creative process, we have someone working alone, and in the second, someone working on teams. So what's the difference between these 2 processes?
Yeah. For me?
Yes.
So we can see in the first one. I'm gonna use an example, if you with me. For example, The Witcher. The Witcher have games and have the book. I'm gonna use the first woman has the writing the router. It's writing router.
They're written.
The actor, the author,
Okay.
the author of the books, the author of the books. So he needs to work alone to pick the ideas together and to let the book have gain life. Oh my gosh, I lost with my words. I'm sorry. And the second one is a team working a big project. So in the case of The Witcher, the game. So we need a lot of specific parts. For example, the sound, the graphics, the history behind. So when we are working in a bigger project, we need to have a lot of people involved for giving advice for creativity. Oh my gosh, I lost my words. Sorry.
Okay,
But I
that was
think you
great.
got. I think you got.
Yeah, I got it. That was great. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Thank you very much. Quinta-feira é feriado, então I will see you guys on Tuesday next week. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thanks, Nicole.